I made over $1 million from affiliate marketing in 1 month for less than $1,000. I did this by turning the typical affiliate business model on its head. I've had multiple 6- and 7-figure affiliate deals, and they've all followed the exact same rules that you can copy and paste. I'm going to reveal how CPA marketing works, as well as 3 beginner mistakes that you absolutely must avoid. That is, if you want to start making $1,000, $100,000, or even $1 million from affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is one of the easiest businesses in the world to understand and make money from. Put simply, you're selling a product, except you don't need to make a website or do customer service or even make the product. That's because you're selling a product for another business, not in a store, not in person, through links. You direct customers to the product you're advertising by getting them to click on very special links. The links are special because they're connected to you and your bank account. So you're kind of like a salesman. You get paid a commission on every sale, except the amount you can make is unlimited. Here are some results I've gotten from other affiliate deals.
Where did you get that information?
Manual.
Manuel who?
According to the manual, there is no cap on commissions.
The traditional affiliate model has 4 parts. Number 1, find a product to sell. Number 2, find a market or audience for that product. Number 3, find a problem that the market or audience has that is solved by your product. Number 4, pitch the product. In other words, find a good affiliate deal, find an audience, educate, and then simply go, hey, this product right here will help you. The better your product, the easier this will be. The bigger your audience, the easier this will be. The more you add value, tell the truth, and help your audience, the easier this will be. I want to restate that because it's super important. This business is 100% about telling the truth and having a desire to serve. If you don't have that, you will fail. If you're greedy or have a bad heart, there's plenty of other ways to make money in business. But affiliate content marketing, it's not for you. And because of that, I'd like to take another look at the traditional affiliate business model. Find a product to sell, find a market or audience for that product, find a problem that the market or audience has that is solved by your product, pitch the product. I believe the traditional model is completely wrong. I think my secret to success in CPA marketing is because I actually flipped the model on its head to look like this. Number 1, solve a problem for a market or audience better than anyone else through free education. Become the trusted authority. Number 2, find a product that helps your audience solve the problem even easier. Number 3, continue giving 10x value in education before finally following up with a paid solution that makes the process even easier. The reason this works so much better than the normal model is most problems are solvable for cheap or free, and your audience knows that. Your audience is smart. You must remember your audience is smart.
So I happen to know more than the smartest guy in the office, so what?
By giving the best education on the planet for solving that problem cheaply, you're building trust and you're building authority because you deserve it. You're doing the work literally no one else is doing. But the thing is, products exist. They exist to make problems even easier to solve. This means there's always an easy pitch to be made for a paid solution to a problem that offers faster or easier results for your audience. This drives sales through the roof because you're solving the issue for the entire audience. Here's why. Let me explain. Most people want the cheap but time-consuming solution. You offer that with the best free content possible. Other people, they want the expensive but fast solution. You offer that through the affiliate product. Here's an off-the-wall example. Let's say that you and your particular audience wants to learn how to do the splits. You can easily build authority and trust in this area by digging and researching every single method out there on how to best learn how to do the splits. You distill that down into this awesome, easy to follow video where the viewer learns exactly how to do the splits through 1 hour of practice daily. People will love you for doing that work for them. Then, at the end of your absolutely amazing video, you can offer a simple pitch. A pitch for a product that teaches you how to do the splits in 30 minutes a day. All they have to do is buy this product if they're interested. You can say, by the way, if you want even easier results, this product is so simple you can practice the splits while watching your favorite show on Netflix. See how easy that kind of pitch is? It doesn't even feel like a pitch. You're just being honest and you're offering all possible solutions. People can feel that and it translates to more sales at the the end of the day. By the way, those stretch machines actually exist, and they look like medieval torture devices. But the point is, a certain percentage of your viewers will buy the product, and those that don't will still be perfectly happy with the free content and free solution. That's the key. Always adding value first. I actually came up with 6 rules that help me do this consistently, which I'll get to in a second. But first, here's exactly how I made over $1 million in a single month through affiliate marketing. I've made over 6 figures from 5 different affiliate deals, 2 of which were over 7 figures, but nothing touches making over 1 million in a single month. And I did it for literally less than $1,000 in expense. However, this took a lot of planning to pull off. Pieces had to be in place before I could earn a single dollar. And a lot of this started with a single problem. Rewind to 2020. The pandemic had swept through the US. People were getting locked down. There was tons of financial uncertainty. To counter this, the US government offered a stimulus package both to individuals and businesses. As a business owner with lots of employees myself, I was so interested in this program because it would help me with payroll during this chaotic time. I jumped into the applications day one, but what I discovered was a complete nightmare. The application was dozens of pages of this legal mumbo jumbo and calculators that didn't make any sense. It was terrifying. I didn't know what I was looking for. It was essentially unreadable to me and just about anyone else. It was this kind of stuff. There was no tutorial, no solution. So I decided to do it myself. I would read through hundreds of pages of legal text and just stare at this application till I could finally make sense of it. After I figured it out, I made a video showing people exactly how I did it, asking absolutely nothing in return. That video blew up, at least for my channel. My channel was absolutely tiny at the time. That was not only the first video of mine to ever blow up, but interestingly, this was also the first time I made a video where the 100% sole focus was simply to be helpful. That was a huge lesson for me. My video became the solution that showed people how to apply for this program. Now here's the funny thing. The application for this program, it was so bad that the government actually canceled the entire app and said like, hey, give us a few weeks, we'll come back with like an easier application. So in a sense, I did all that work for absolutely nothing, but the lesson was still there. Be as helpful as humanly possible. So even though that application eventually got simpler, these funding programs were still all over the place chaotic, and the rules were changing daily, but these problems were all opportunities for me. I read through all the legal texts, I talked to banks, I made sure my videos were the most accurate solutions on YouTube for this program, which was called the Paycheck Protection Program. This was back when I had shorter hair. I actually talked to one bank customer service representative who knew me because his manager told him to send my videos to their customers, the bank customers who were confused. This turned me into the go-to solution for anyone who had a Paycheck Protection Program problem. PPPP. Now this concluded the first round of the program. But there was a second round coming down the pipe. That meant banks and businesses were in place and ready to do this thing right for round 2. This is where the affiliate element of this story kicks in. Notice how long it took to get to that part. This is an important detail. I added so much value to my viewers for such a long time before I even thought about directly making money. Spoiler, but this is the opposite of one of the 3 biggest affiliate mistakes that I'm going to tell you about in a second. Now, I don't want to make it sound like I'm Mr. Perfect because, to be honest, waiting to monetize that content is really easy. Online content on YouTube or blogs, you still get paid just through ads, even if it's free viewers. So I was perfectly happy with that, and so was my audience. Anyways, back to 2020. Banks were now getting involved, and I was the go-to guy on YouTube for PPP info. So what do you think they did? They started reaching out to me like crazy to create a partnership. But while the offers were tempting, I didn't want to work with like just any old affiliate. I made this reputation through so much work for providing good quality, useful advice to my viewers. A bad partnership would absolutely spit in the face of all of that. So I chose the most reputable and kept making useful videos, breaking down the laws, the updates, and new applications. I made hundreds of videos on the PPP. And guess what? I also made hundreds of videos on a totally separate program called the EIDL. I did that despite the fact that there was no affiliate deal for the EIDL. Why? Because my audience, the same audience, had problems there that I knew I could solve. It was all value add. And this all came from a work philosophy that I developed as a teenager when I first started my very first business. It was a landscaping business. The philosophy is 10x value first. If I have a customer, I always add 10x value to them first. This is super important to me. If you give literally your all, People will give back. It's human nature. If someone's just giving and giving and giving, you're like, I gotta return something to this person. So when I have a viewer, it's important to me that I'm adding value to them. In the case of the Paycheck Protection Program, the value I provided translated into 58,000 businesses signing up through my link. The bank estimated I helped small businesses get $10 billion in funding. Me, just like a 25-year-old sitting there in my office, just a camera, that's it. And I got feedback like this, and I'm not saying this to brag, more to illustrate the idea. If you genuinely help people, you will make a lot of money from affiliates and drive a whole lot of goodwill through your community. So I just kept plugging away with the content, making more and more useful videos and acting as a customer service representative. I'd even tell people to email me any questions they had, which is the opposite of what like any affiliate guru would ever tell you. It was one-on-one focus. See, the internet gives you this scale to thousands or even millions of people. But you have to remember that relationships are made individually and one at a time. That's not scalable. You can't only help people who you're making money from. It's way easier just to have a philosophy, I'm just gonna help everyone. Most viewers I didn't even earn a penny from, and that's fine. 58,000 businesses isn't a huge percentage when compared to the millions of views those videos got, and that is totally fine. Because eventually I began getting paid from the partnership, and it looked like this. First payment, $12,000. Second payment, $95,000. Third, $819,000. Fourth, $263,000. This was my first $1 million month. And they kept rolling in, eventually adding up to $1,692,642 for creating content. That's how I did it, for all under $1,000. No hired help, by simply using the 3 steps I outlined earlier. I solved the problem for the audience better than anyone else through free education, becoming the trusted authority. I found a product that helped my audience solve the problem even easier. Then, and only then, I continued giving 10x value in education before finally following up with the paid solution that made the process even easier. But while the affiliate business model is one of the easiest and simplest in the world, it's also super easy to break, which is something I see all the time. The more time I spent doing affiliates, the more I noticed there are 3 key mistakes I see people making all the time that ruins all their chance to monetization and goodwill. These mistakes absolutely make them fail. Mistake number 1, they get too greedy and go for the sale too early. Mistake number 2, they pitch a bad product. Mistake number 3, the product they're pitching isn't very relevant to the content. Notice how all of these are the opposite of the 3 steps to success that I just outlined. It's not a coincidence. Instead of helping people, they got greedy. Instead of finding a great product for their audience, they pitched whatever they found. Instead of finding a product tied to what their audience had searched for, they pitched something that they just wanted to make money from. That stuff just doesn't work. They weren't helpful, they didn't find a solution, they didn't make it relevant. I eventually built a list of bulletproof rules that protected me from ever making mistakes like this, which I'm gonna show you in a second. But first, I wanna show you some tools that you can use to make all of this way easier for you. Well, you can't do anything until you find an audience that you can actually help. To do that, you need to find a traffic source. A traffic source directs eyeballs to you, your affiliate link, and earns you money. Examples of traffic sources can be YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Google, Pinterest, Twitter, and blogs. In other words, social media. I know, that might not be exactly what you wanted to hear, but it's the truth. You want to play this game, you've essentially got to pick one. Now there is one exception that I can think of. It's this one. It's a B2B affiliate that I do that has nothing to do with my social media whatsoever. However, it's pretty complicated and takes a few $1,000s to start. You know what, I'll do a small training course on that one specifically and see how it goes. If you think you can handle B2B sales, I'll put an apply link there in the description and choose a few people to coach through that one. But for almost everyone, the best route will be social media. There's no right or wrong platform to choose. What matters is mastering the platform that you do choose. YouTube is extremely dominant, and if you're into video editing and being on camera, I highly recommend it. However, other stuff like blogs, TikTok, and Pinterest have a much lower barrier to entry. Regardless of what you choose though, you just want to stick with it and obsess over learning as much about that platform as possible while producing consistent content. You have to do both of those things. And there's no one guide on how to do this. You have to just get started and experiment. Find a problem you can solve, choose a platform to create content on, put a solution in that content, and do it consistently. It's really that simple. It sucks in the beginning, but then you gain some traction, you get excited, you start making some money, you build a big audience. That's just how it goes for literally everyone. I would do this for at least a year if you want to make the most wealth and impact possible. Now that said, there are tricks that you can use. For example, on TikTok, people will often post a whole bunch of videos with no pitch, no monetization whatsoever. Then when one of those videos pops off and gets a lot of traffic, they then clone that video and repost it with an affiliate promo or some kind of pitch edited into the end of the video. Now naturally, the clone of the successful video gets a lot of traffic because it's a proven banger for that algorithm. And this time, it directs a whole bunch of eyeballs to the affiliate link or the pitch at the end of the video. In terms of actual topics that you should cover though, the best thing is always something you're passionate in, because that means the content will actually be good. Just being passionate is going to make it so much better. I happen to be passionate in business because I've been doing this since I was like 13 years old. So this is an easy alignment for me to teach people, like, you can make money, you can do this. It's actually much easier than you think. It's something that gets me excited, and that's why I think my content translates fairly well. I don't know, you tell me. But beyond that, the highest paying areas are things that have a lot of fans, and there are many associated products. Even better is if the fans have above average income. Golf is a perfect example. Tons of fans, tons of products, tons of problems to solve, and fans tend to be in the higher income range. Fitness and health, those are also good. Same with business softwares and investing. Anything that makes people money, that's great. Anything that increases productivity, that's great. Entertainment, that doesn't pay as well per viewer, but you can get tons of viewers, so things can end up balancing out if done right. That one's just a little bit more tricky. However, these areas and the hundreds of other good niches are only profitable if your content is helpful and you're pitching a good affiliate link. It can be tricky to find the perfect product to sell, and it might take some trial and error, but there are tons of places to search. There are websites like Yazing, CJ.com, ShareASale, Impact, and Amazon Associates. But here's the thing. The trick here isn't so much the platform. Any reputable affiliate platform, it'll work. The trick is the affiliate product or service itself. This is what you want to look for. You want an affiliate that is extremely effective at solving a problem relevant to your audience. You want an affiliate with a high EPC. This is a marketing term that refers to how much you can expect to earn on average per 100 clicks you receive on your link. Now, typically a higher EPC means the product is of high value, and the product's landing page has great sales copy that actually converts into sales. Here's an example. OrthoFeed, a company that offers specialized orthopedic shoes. They have a high EPC of $167. That means on average, if you get 100 targeted people to click on your link, you could make $167. 1,000 people, $1,670. Compare that to this company, Chico Shoes, whose EPC is just under $4, meaning you get 1,000 people to click on that link, you can make around $40. As you can see, not all affiliates are built the same. Some are simply so much more profitable than others. Now, the EPC is a great indicator, but the results are not certain. They're not certain until you've personally started testing the pitch and get the results for yourself. It's not done until the money is in your bank as far as I'm concerned. So I never consider it done until I get paid. Now, unfortunately, you won't always get EPC data. Sometimes you have to evaluate for yourself what's the average order value, what's your commission, how many clicks do you expect, and what's the affiliate's landing page like. Their landing page shouldn't be complicated. It should be easy to understand and has obvious value to the people that you're trying to serve. That way it just sells itself. Here's a perfect example. Northwest Registered Agent. They help people set up LLCs online very quickly. See how their landing page is extremely straightforward. The product is easy to sell because it's cheap, it's effective, and it's in a business owner's best interest to start an LLC. If you're starting an affiliate business or any other kind of service, it's highly recommended that you get an LLC to protect yourself from liability. If you are interested, Northwest Registered Agent will be linked in the description below. And yes, that's an affiliate link, so you'll be giving me a thanks by using that link. See what I did there though? Value, value, value. Hey, if you want to use this product, it'll be linked down below for your convenience. It's really that simple. But again, once you've determined the content niche that you're going down, you want to use a site like ShareASale to find the best products for you and your content. Here, you can search for products by category. Let's say you have a blog that teaches people about sleep. We'll type in sleep. Then you can filter by earnings per click. As you can see, some of these numbers are absolutely nuts. So from here, you need to find out which product actually makes sense for your content. If we're making content on sleep techniques and sleep guides, maybe you could cover that top paying affiliate, Olio Studio, which offers sleep products for babies. You can see how that's an easy content topic for someone who's already educating others on sleep. I can already picture the blog titles. How to ensure your baby sleeps through the night. Toddler sleeping secrets I wish I knew 5 years ago. Then in the article, you would simply find the best information possible on improving baby sleep quality. Make the article undeniably good. Then, and only then, simply mention the Olio products at the end as a cherry on top. That's it. And again, don't feel boxed in by niche and what you think is the most profitable. There are great products in almost every single niche, and you'll be far more successful long-term by becoming the authority in something you're actually interested in. Results like these can 100% be yours. Now, this isn't the end of the story. I also have 6 rules that I follow religiously to completely ensure I'm always making the most of my affiliate marketing. Number 1, always provide 10x value first without asking for anything. After you've provided the best information possible, then you can offer a paid solution. Number 2, treat everyone like your customer. Affiliate marketing can feel like you're not the business who's selling the product, so it doesn't matter what happens to the customers. This is wrong. Absolutely dead wrong. Anyone who signs up through you should get the best service possible and all of their questions answered. For example, with the PPP, I would regularly field emails and then CC those emails with higher ups at the company I worked with to get problems for my customers solved ASAP. If you use my link, you're getting priority service. That's just how it works. Treat every affiliate like it's your business and every click like it's your customer. Number 3, focus on the individual. Your sales aren't just clicks. They're people. They're actual people. You should answer every question and concern about the content, even if it makes you no money at all. The customer comes first, so your goal should always be to help first. I do this to this day. Ask a question in my comments and you're more than likely to receive a good, well thought out answer. That's just how I do things. Number 4, track everything. This is a business. Even if you're selling someone else's product, you're running a business, so track everything. Track clicks, traffic, impressions, and conversions. Number 5, only work with well-reviewed affiliates. Don't sell bad products, don't get involved with bad businesses. Now, you can't know absolutely everything about the inner workings of every single company. Trust me, I've been burned before. But checking out reviews and testing products goes a long, long way. Number 6, when in doubt, find a good software affiliate. Software generally pays more, so it really can't hurt. And that's it. If you want to make $1 million from affiliate marketing, then add enormous value to your customers and treat every product like it's your own. Help people first, and the money will follow. Subscribe for even more content like this. And if you want even more business ideas, check out this video on screen.